Hello? Oh goodness. Wait. I love stream scuff. Give me a minute. But is this any better? Is my audio okay? It's been so long since I streamed. This is gonna take a bit to get used to. Hello, gold ship from Uma. Is audio okay? I hope so. Oh, this is such a bad start of the stream. Hello, everybody. It's me, Tenshi, the recently re-debuted quote-unquote not VTuber, much PNG tuber girl, whatever. I need to turn off the monitor output. It's so loud. I can't hear myself. The audio is okay. It was echoey like a ghost. Oh, it was? Oh, it must have been because of the monitor. How's now? Is now okay? Also, like, excuse like the other background sounds that is like going around. As I said, very scuffed. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. The latency is also kind of poor. It's clear now. Okay, thank you, Uma Goldship. Alright. So, hello everyone. Welcome back. Finally, we are streaming again. Oh my gosh, it's been so long since I live streamed. This is so interesting. But yes, I am back officially. It's gonna take a bit to get used to again, but I will keep trying. For today's stream, we will be doodling. Oh, there you go. I thought the BGM died. Yeah, we'll be doodling some VTuber assets that I want to work on. Mainly the logo, my current logo, or like technically my face. Feels like needs a bit work. It's like, okay, I don't want to change it. I don't want to change it all that much, at least. I think it's iconic as it is. But yeah, I think I want to kind of like clear it up a little. I made that in MS Paint, by the way. I think there's something charming about it. Working on something so simple to be the face of your entire career. I think that's special. So like, yes, hello, welcome back. While we draw, I also intend on answering some questions. I do have some questions lined up that I think I want to answer. It's not like, it's like a kind of what I thought would be important to like address, like my goals and like why I chose VTubing, why I chose this path in general. I will be answering that, but if you have any more questions for me sooner after I finish answering all of my other questions, then we can answer your questions. So, first and foremost, let's draw. Oh, wow, amazing. I'm also using a different tablet. I have two tablets. Okay, story time, right? I have two tablets. First tablet I bought is like my very first tablet. It's a Huion. The second tablet is also a Huion. I trust that brand a lot. Not sponsored. But like the first one I bought was like super big. It's kind of really super duper big, kind of. And I used that for since like I first started uni, and so that was like 4 or 5 years ago. Ooh, I haven't drawn digitally in so long. I'll get back into that topic in a bit, but right now I am using a tablet that I actually bought for my mom because my mom wanted a tablet just like mine because she needed to sign like documents digitally. So I bought this for her, which is the smaller version of the Huion tablet that I have. Which, by smaller, I mean tinier. Ooh. And I'm not used to this tiny ass tablet. Okay, just doing some line warm-ups, I guess. Yeah. There, that's my new logo. No, I'm kidding. Alright. Do I want to change tablet? I wanted to use... Okay, there's like pros and cons of using this tablet. Tiny, right? Fits my desk perfectly. But it's tiny. And I'm not used to tiny tablets. It cramps my arm. I tried it yesterday. Tiny tablet for your tiny hands. Yep. I am tiny, I know. But this is way too tiny. I'm gonna switch to my old tablet. Okay, yeah. Goodbye, keyboard. I won't be using you today. Pro of this small tablet. Tiny. Good. Compact. Fits my table. Fits my hands. Fits my hands a little too tiny. My old tablet. Big. Massive. Humongous. Bulky. One might even say impressive. But that's the thing, it's huge. And I've gotten used to it more. It's just, it takes up so much space on my already teensy tiny desk. Alright. Okay, this is kind of better. Alright. Let's draw for real this time. Anyways, as I said, I will be answering some questions while we draw. So I guess the first question that I want to like address is why I changed my name again. If you've been here long enough, you probably realized that I've changed my name for like a few times already. Head Clueless being like the longer running ones. Which I love Head Clueless. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I love the name Head Clueless. It was original, it was iconic. And I don't see a lot of people using that as a username. But this is like a personal thing. I feel like it's a curse. Like, okay, no, it's not a curse. It's not a curse. It's just, it doesn't feel like a name, you know? It feels me, but at the same time, I don't want to be like, I don't want to be perceived as always clueless, you know? Like, always dumb in a way. Like, that's not what I want to be envisioned. So, oops. I decided to change to Tenchi because number one, cute name. I think that was a creative decision from my part to have changed to that. Okay. And Tenchi has a bit more of a name to it. Like, yeah, it's still a word in Japanese, but it's still kind of more of a name. Head Clueless, I had to go with Clue, which, good, kind of a cute name, but it feels like, you know, it's a word. it's a word. That's the thing. And yeah, I get it. There's like a few people who can pull it off, but I don't. I feel like this change is necessary for me. For the long run. I do hope that I do not change it again in the future. Like I said in the intro video, identity crisis. But like, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to recreate the logo. But like, this is such a different website, or no, application, compared to MS Paint. Do I just move to MS Paint, honestly? Okay, so that's that question done, right? That's that question answered. Why Tenchi specifically? Is there like a meaning towards it? No, it doesn't. It just sounds cute, not gonna lie. And sometimes, you know, it's like the name that doesn't actually like have a meaning that has like the most impact. You don't really have to have a meaning to have something that's impactful, you know? Technically, I think. I don't know. I'm just speaking out of my ass now. Also, before this, I was actually kind of sleep deprived. No, I won't say it like that. I did get a bit of sleep, but I woke up really early, and like the night before, I had a bit trouble sleeping. I am a light sleeper, so I like every little movement, every little kind of like thought or every little kind of voice that I hear that's like outside, I could like hear it and I won't be able to sleep. Every tiny little cricket noise, usually, sometimes, I don't know. Not gonna lie, this is going really shit, guys. Let's do the logo later. Anyways, this is an old doodle board. You can see I was trying to draw TM Opera. And then what? So what made me take so long to get back into streaming? As I said before, that I just graduated uni, and during that time I was actually interning for a different company, and I was also doing my thesis. So right after I did my intern, I worked on my thesis, which I made an animation for, but I don't think I'll be posting that here. It's not bad, it's just that it was a lot for like a thesis project, a final thesis project. It's kind of a lot. Like so my thesis was kind of an episodic little mini series that we made, and it is animated, fully animated. Each episode goes around 1 to 2 minutes max, I think. And I wasn't the sole animator. There was someone else who helped me, but my main job is as the animator. Not only that, also character designer. So I had a bit on my plate, and I was working on it as a team. I was working in a team during this project, for this project, but it was with my friends, so I'm not that like a freak. I'm not that like overworked. No, not overworked. It's more like it's a bit more comfortable to work with your friends. That's what I'm trying to say. But like, yeah. There's also a new way of drawing, I guess. And like, I don't know, there's this artist that I currently follow. who has this technique to drawing faces. Like does this for like the eye, where the eye corners would be. The line here. And you estimate how much this would be, and then the mouth would be here-ish. This is going awful. No. Hope. We need to keep thinking positively. Okay. This is the comeback stream. Guys, trust. No scuff, trust. Trust me. It is so hot right now. I don't know if you can hear my fan actually. Okay. So right. So I graduated last year, right? I graduated last year. I finished my thesis last year. I finished my internship last year. So technically, the next question obviously would be, how was 2025? For me, 2025 was ass. Was ass. And like, when I was like thinking for the answer for this question, I was like, oh, 2025 isn't that bad. And then I think back, it's like, damn, I couldn't take a break during that time. And like, this isn't me trying to vent or anything. Like, I'm not like trauma dumping or something. But like, this is just me genuinely like telling you what happened during 2025 that made me so stumped on like content creating, or just like creating in general. Like I don't think I barely drew anything that's like substantial during 2025. And it kind of, I was almost to the point of literally quitting art entirely. But I didn't, which is why we're here right now. And you might ask, like, dang, Shoya, or dang, Tenchi, who am I? What's my name? Dang, Tenchi, how are you pulling this off? How did you get back into it after being so like burnt out, especially on 2025 where every people was against you for some reason? I don't know. Honestly, it just took time. Like, I took some time off from drawing. There was a point where I literally couldn't even like look at a drawing tablet or like a drawing program. But like, I had friends with me who were also very supportive. I'm forever like grateful to have them around, and they boosted me to continue drawing again. Like, it took a while because like at the time we have a like magma server where we could draw together, and that kind of boosted me to continue drawing. It took a while again, as I said. It's also the drive that I'm unemployed that kind of drove me into like, okay, I have no other skill other than art. I need to get back into drawing. I need to get better at drawing, which also prompted me to start enrolling in an art class online, which we will start having like homeworks together the next week. I already have a schedule for next week. I want to start working on my very overdue assignments together on stream. That's another reason why I came back to streaming as well, because like I knew someone's gonna need like company. Like one of my biggest One of my biggest reason as to why I wanted to pursue content creating in general, not just as a VTuber, is because I knew that there are some people who tend to feel lonely, all those lonely people, and they just need a friend, a friend to work with, a friend to like motivate, which I experienced that with like a lot of other VTubers and content creators that I watched before when I was growing up. Like, they inspired me to be a content creator because I want to influence people. I'm an influencer, you may say. I want to influence people to do great things, to be good people, just like how they inspired me to be a good little goody two-shoe. That's the doodle. That's all the doodle I can do today. No, I'll do more. I think I'm only now realizing that I can't draw while I speak. But no worries. Stay positive. Yeah, just have fun. That's another thing that I also want to push for this year, is that even if I do have work, like, at least I want to have fun in it. I'm sweating my balls off. I'm turning on my AC real quick. My bad, chat. I hope it doesn't really affect with the quality of my sound as much. I tested like yesterday for the quality of my sound. It didn't sound that bad, but I'm hoping that it isn't that bad. I'm using my headphone mic. Which is a lot better than the mic that I bought the first time I started content creating. I bought a mic specifically for I remember. It was a mic from when I did a podcast with my friends. Yes, I've done a podcast with my friends. And after we finished, I was like, oh, this mic, I could use it for when I start content creating in general, when I start this channel. So I used it for a while, and it served its purpose, but at the same time it served absolute ass. Again. Okay, yeah, it's a cheap mic. It was a recommendation from YouTube. I don't know. I was researching what a good local microphone would be, and that came up. It's been so long since I actually drew on Clip Studio Paint. Nowadays I only draw in Ibis Paint. Alright. Next question. Also, if I miss anything during when I'm answering these questions, please do ask me again whether or not I've actually answered the question yet. I am getting so lost. I'm getting out of track of everything. I think I already did this question. Oh, right, okay. I also wanted to talk about VTubers. Oh, I didn't even get to finish how many Oshis I had in my introduction video. Whew. You will not believe how many Oshis I have. Okay, so the next question is who introduced me to VTubing and who my first Oshi was. I remember the very first VTuber that I watched. Okay, of course, the very first VTuber that kind of popularized VTubing would be QnA, And I did see a QnA video via PewDiePie when he mentioned her, but I wasn't like too into it back then until I saw a clip of Korone, Inugami Korone. Is this locked in Tenchi? I don't know, maybe. The very first VTuber I watched, it was a clip of Korone, and I thought, who is this, bro? Like, who is this Japanese dog, man? And then more clips started popping up on my feed, and it's like, damn, this shit is kind of goated. I need to stop swearing all that much. Okay, I'm gonna get into that a little later. But who is this dog, right? And I looked into it more. It's like, oh, Hololive, yes. And that's when I first started knowing about Hololive. I haven't even known like Hololive was an idol branch. I didn't even know Hololive was like a VTuber like company. I thought Hololive was just like, oh, Hololive, I don't know. So then I started watching a bit more, and then I discovered Hololive Indonesia, which I think at the time they only just started debuting. Only like a few months in, I think, from what I see, because I remember when I first saw Risu, I saw a clip of her like debut voice. I think that's what it was. And I was like, oh, Hololive has an Indonesian branch, which the first VTuber that I saw from Indonesia was actually Irani EO15, which is that's why she holds like a special spot in my heart. And then I started noticing Risu, and I was like looking through Yofi's content, and I was like, dang, this girl is really smart. She back then she was like doing the language studies with like, I think it was German, also like Japan. Like yeah, from there on out, it was like history. Like it was like, oh, Risu, and then like Muna. And I started learning more about JP branch, like, oh, there's like Okayu, Mio, Miyoshi. I think it was the start of, it was still pretty early as well. It was when Gen 3 and Gen 4 of Hololive JP came out that I first started indulging in Hololive, like really indulging, I mean, because I remember going onto the website and seeing the Gen 3 debut banner displayed across there, like, oh, take a look at Hololive Gen 3. Wait, was it Gen 3? Yeah, it was Gen 3, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. It feels like it feels like a fresh memory, but at the same time, it's such a distant memory. That's like 6 years ago? 6? 5? 4? 6? 5? But like, yeah. That's how I got into VTubing, and that's how I started my VTuber kind of quote unquote channel. VTuber, not yet, maybe like okay, there's this thing, right? VTuber and PNGTuber, they're separate, but they're still the same category if you really think about it. VTubers have more movement, PNGTubers don't, but in the sense, they're still the same thing. They're still virtual YouTubers. Alright. Let me just like draw for a bit. I'm also fasting right now. I could have like choose like a better time for me to stream, but no, I decided to stream at 1 in the morning. No, not in the morning. That's afternoon. 1 in the afternoon. I don't plan this to be a long stream either. Maybe like an hour, but it's already like 30 minutes in, so I don't know. During my 2025 both internship and just kind of like personal growth in general, I learned a lot about like what to do in content creating, because my internship back then, I won't say much about what it was, but my internship was also kind of catering towards content creation, so I learned a lot from there, and I'm hoping to be able to replicate it or like apply it to my streaming here. Okay. Oh yeah, I didn't really talk about this. I made a Umasona. The concept design was in my tablet though. Should I? Nah. I'll show you another time. I'll do a separate drawing stream for that. But like yeah, this is my Uma. My Uma. Okay, here's the thing with like Uma Musume. I was there before global. I knew about Uma Musume before it went global. I saw the Japanese people. I saw the JP streamers played it, and I was like, dang, this is such a pretty game. I want to play that. And then I noticed that, oh, it's JP only. I guess I'll have to wait for global. 4 years later, they came out with global. Insane. Anyways, what else to doodle? I do want to upgrade. As I said before, I wanted to upgrade some of the assets that I have, which would be like the logo and the loading screens. I am officially retiring the black and white aesthetic from this channel. Let's give it a cheer. That layout is so boring. It was like such a interesting, unique idea. I feel like it was like a unique idea back then. Like it could have worked, but it didn't. So now we're going back. We're going for blue and white. I'm yapping more than drawing. I need to draw. I don't know what to draw. That's the thing. I did not came here prepared. Alright. I could just bust out MS Paint, not gonna lie. I did, as I said before, I did the logo on MS Paint. So like maybe I'll do better in MS Paint. Hello, Sozo Snipes, my OG. You have colors in 2026. You have no idea. Resize this. You can't see it yet because I've just opened it. The MS Paint. Hold on. No. Oh, MS Paint. Oh, MS Paint. You are so loved. guess I could just open the file, honestly. What was I looking for? Wait, where is it? Is it? Also, I said that I have been like a VTuber, or like attempted to be a VTuber before, and yes, I do have like old videos. It's just that I archived them. Why? Because it's an unfinished game. I played Omori as a series for YouTube, but I realized that it was such a long game. I had to like, that was back when I was still pre-recording videos and editing them like one by one, and I had to like do like multiple like takes, or not takes, like multiple recording sessions for that. That was such a long time ago. Where is it? Oh, here, this. It was this. Okay. Okay. You guys want to see? Can I change screen captures? Yeah! Yeah! We're back! It's this. Okay, there's a few things that I wanted to change about this. It's off center. I noticed that. I also want to change this. I don't want it to be... I don't want her to look scared. I think I want to change the mouth too, actually. What? I remember it being off center. I just don't know to which side. Also, do you like the new BGM I have for our stream? It's very... It's so silly, right? MS Paint, oh my god, right? We love MS Paint in this house. My intro video, the one I posted yesterday, I made the illustrations also in MS Paint. Like, oh, MS Paint is it's the type of program that's like, oh, it's easy, you know? You finish things easier and faster in MS Paint. Like, okay, albeit there isn't a lot of like there isn't a lot of like features that can help you to create the art, but it gets the job done, you know. Okay, let's fix this eye a little. I don't want to change my logo too much. I want to keep it as is, if I could. Just making a bit tweak to make it a little... Yeah, the cute cut in illustrations, yeah. It's a digital version of drawing with crayons. That is such a good that is such a good perbandingan, whatever in whatever Indonesian word that is. That is such a good description for MS Paint. Holy crud. Give it a little smile. No. What's there to smile in this economy? Smiling? Really? I like don't do this kind of emotion often, where it's just like kind of like a beak. Oh, maybe I can do that. Yeah. Okay, I can definitely do that. Do I want to add a blush to it? It's very simple. Okay. Yeah. Like, whatever. Alright. Let's move back to Clip Studio now. This swirly blush is so cute. It is cute, but do I want to add it? Should I add it? Like, this is simple. I feel like people could recognize this. If it's even more squiggles, there's like, I don't know. It is cute though. Maybe I'll add it. I like this pink blush. I do see a lot of like people start drawing this way, where they have the blush as a swirl. Ugh. Can't go any bigger than that. Just have to do it manually then. Oof. No. Yeah, just go back to black. But I feel like it doesn't. You know what? No, let's. I think we could leave it like that. Like, people are gonna look at it like that. Maybe make the mouth a little bigger. It is cute though. You use blue blush instead of pink since it's your color. True, I did think of that actually. That is cute. Actually, that is cute. I like that. Oh yeah, I haven't said it yet. I haven't said it in stream yet. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry everyone. There's something that I wanted to say. Wait, I need to find the tweet first though. Wait. I don't remember the full thing. Okay. Guys, happy Chinese Valentine's New Year Black History Ramadan Mubarak Day to everyone. There, I said it. I hope you all have a wonderful week. Had to dig up that freaking quote. I've been wanting to say that for a while now. Okay. So from afar, this is gonna be what it looks like. That's kind of cute, actually. You know what? Yeah, I'll save it. Let's. Okay, now let's move back to Clip Studio. Hooray! Also, again, I want to apologize for because of the latency. So my reply to your comment will be a bit delayed. I apologize for that. I will try to find a way to fix that, but for now, we'll just have to deal with it. 2026. There you go. I'll save that. Saved. So far, my laptop as well isn't overheating as much. I have my fan on. I also have my AC on, so maybe that helps a little. I don't know. Happy Chinese New Year, Black History Month, Ramadan planned to you too. Oh yeah, Lent as well. Oh, there's so much going on this February. It's amazing, actually. Okay, I'm gonna shut up and draw. Is there? I'm gonna shut up and draw for a bit and kind of rest my throat a little. I do love yapping though. It's just that because I'm fasting right now, I have no water with me to kind of lubricate my mouth and throat. Whoa! Don't think anything sus now. Okay, I'll shut up. I'll shut up. I guess I could also go to the next question that I have listed out, which is my current interest. I will be drawing that. So here, as you may see, I have Uma Musume as one of my interests. I actually haven't played a lot of Uma Musume lately, but I do still keep up with the news. So I'm going to draw one of my favorite Umas ever. Let me find a reference picture for her first. I love her so much. If I ever have an anime figurine, I will be getting hers first. I saw one being sold on Tokopedia. Gosh, I want her figurine so bad. Okay. I wonder if I can just copy measure. Hello. There you are! Hello, sweetheart! My Uma! My favorite Uma. Her. She, her. There. I freed you from the void. Hello, sweetheart. I love her so much, you have no idea. Okay, I'm gonna try drawing her. Strongest streamer this Ramadan. Thank you. I appreciate being called the strongest streamer this Ramadan. Which I find interesting. Okay, I did mention that I was going to shut up, but I can't right now. I did mention once, not mention. I did say once, like last week I think, when I first started fasting. For some reason I just want to keep talking, even though like it's like fasting month and I'm supposed to kind of like conserve my energy and like conserve my voice because I can't drink during the day. But like I don't know why, I just keep talking. Like I keep talking to my boyfriend even like during fasting hours, which is very interesting. Maybe I'm just bored, not gonna lie. Okay. She always reminds me of Christmas because of her festive colors. Yes! In her story, she did mention that as well. Like, she likes Christmas because it's like a holiday. Like, it's a holiday where everyone can kind of come together or something like that. I don't really remember. I'm not a fake fan. I promise. I love her so much. I just forget a little. But I did remember that she did mention that her race uniform is kind of festive theme. Okay, I think I have a pose now for her. Other than Nice Nature, I also have a lot of other umas that I really love. Namely Grass Wonder. Grass Wonder was also another one that I love. Tamamo Cross, Ogricap. Just those beautiful bunch. I need to get used to drawing with this tablet again. Creek, I love Super Creek as well. Not in a gooner way, by the way. My love is pure. My heart is pure. Unlike some of you savages. I acknowledge how the real life horse chose her very first jockey, who is a newbie, and brought him to victory. I acknowledge the story, I acknowledge the background. My heart is pure. Your love is pure and true. I know, right? She's so cute. Wait, did I give her ears? I'm so stupid. I'm so used to drawing humans. My bad. Okay. Something like that, yeah. She's just a struggling single mother. Yeah. 4 ears, 4 ears, 4 ears. Look at this dude having 4 ears. I do have some Uma Musume fan art in my other, in my tablet, my Samsung tablet, in Abby's Pet, I mean, Abby's Paint, which I haven't finished. I have this long overdue, Daitaku Helios fan art. I haven't finished. I should finish that. I might finish that soon. It's already kind of almost done. I just need to render the outfit. Like, yeah. He's so cute. Oops. Put this right here. There's this one Umamusume artist I found on Twitter. Their art is so beautiful. They render so well. Honestly, such goals. I'm hoping that maybe I want to try streaming through my, or not streaming through my tablet, but like streaming Ibis Paint on my Samsung tablet. I haven't figured out how yet. It's just so that I kind of can draw more comfortably. I could draw here on MS Paint, Clip Studio Paint. It's just that, yes, I'm not very used to it yet. I'm gonna have to like relearn how to, or at least get used to the layout again. Okay. There's a little badgie on here. Yeah, I kinda don't want to draw her body. I don't feel like drawing. Sorry. Sorry, nature. I'll focus on your face, I promise. I just don't want to draw a whole body right now. Nature. Nice natty, nice natty. How long have I been streaming? 1 hour. We can push it to 3 hours. I was planning on like streaming for, I didn't want to stream for too long, especially for a comeback video stream. I was planning either like 1 hour to 3, maybe. Just like depending on how fast I finish the QnA, which I haven't really finished. There's like, I still want to like list out some goals and stuff. Hello, deforestation against nice nature. Yeah. I still want to like list out goals during the stream. Gosh. Hello, Bill, if that is your name. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be disrespectful. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Are we allowed to ask stupid questions? Depending how stupid. It's like upside down hearts. Why is she hitting the smirk? Hello? Oh, there you go. My tablet didn't work there for a second. It's crazy how different, like, even like digitally, like traditionally you would like notice the difference between like mediums. Like, yeah, of course, if you're good at gouache, for example, you can switch to watercolor, even though technically they're both paints, but like the techniques are different. It's the same with digital art. You can like have a tablet, like an iPad, but you still won't get used to like a tablet that has no screen on it. So like the Huion tablet, for example, the one I'm using right now, it's different. It's crazy how different it feels, even though it's still the same medium. So yeah, to answer your question, how do you say your name? My name, Tenchi. So just like 10, like the number 10, and then Tenchi. It is a Japanese word that means angel, and I just think that's cute. That's why I chose it. Tenshi. Okay. Let's do your ribbon and then we'll go straight to line art. That's a valid question though. I do notice that some people didn't really get it. Like just tenshi, and some Indonesians might even say like spuluchi, which like that's such a mouthful. No, it's tenshi. It's just literally tenshi. Oh yeah. Also, another thing is, on my social media usernames, like even in YouTube right now, it's still head clueless. Yes, I do notice that. Like across my Twitter and my TikTok, it's still head clueless. I noticed that, and I'm keeping that way for a while, at least for a week or two, just so the people that do follow me don't like immediately kind of like, who is this? You know, they don't like question it all that much. Like, oh, it's still head clueless, just going through a different name now. So I'm going to keep it that for a while until I figure out my layouts, until I finish my layouts, and as well as finishing with like everything else to prepare for this like transition, because it is kind of a big transition. It is my whole name. So yeah, I will like do that a little later. Alright, I think we can do line art now. Yes, we can just do this. I thought it was one Oshi every time someone says that they're including praise. Nah, I do see it that way actually. Oh, my bad. You'll just have to get used to it. You should do your Uma Musume Gacha stream. I do. Okay. I have this plan way back before I decided to come back. I had this plan to stream like a true beginner's guide to Uma Musume, because back then when the game first launched for global, I played it almost every day, and I've gotten so used to like the mechanics. I remember the cards, I remember the strategy. Like I already kind of like hoarded a lot of like cards, and I wanted to do a challenge kind of where I would use like the basic cards, like the regular cards, to show that you can still win URA finale even with like low tier cards. That might be a stream soon if I can even stream it. This also, I guess this also kind of showcasing how I draw now, like my art style, because it is a little different from when I first started. I was also thinking for like a few future streams, I would do kind of more silent streams where I just focus on drawing. It'll come when it comes. I don't want to be too strict with my schedule. I do have plans for what I want to stream like next week and like soon, like the very like how do you say it, like I have a schedule for what like every week, like the days I want to stream every week. Okay, that's how I want to say it. Yes, I have a schedule for that, but at the same time I don't want to like be too strict on it. I want to be a bit more linear. Do you know any good or interesting Indonesian websites that aren't known outside the country? Websites? Ooh. I guess. Okay, so like America has Reddit, right? I know that. What does Indonesia have? Interesting websites. There is one. I don't know if I want to mention it. Ooh, okay, so recently there has been a new website that I think the government made. I don't want to go too deep into this because I don't know if I'm comfortable with like speaking about this, like this specific kind of topic. It's nothing like on the surface level, it's nothing that that's like super bad in a way. It's just that why? The question is why would they need to make a YouTube that's specifically catering towards the quote-unquote good deeds of the Indonesian police? It is a website, a standalone website for people to look up videos about Indonesians police and what they did for the country. It's more of a why they need to do that, because like they could just upload it on YouTube, right? They made a specific website for that. So that's interesting, right? That's something that we come up with. But like, yeah, I don't think there's a lot of like interesting websites made from Indonesia. Like, if we're talking just websites. looks very chill nature. Is it scripted interview? Body cam footage? People saying how the cops reacted after they were called? Not okay. I've never actually seen what the type of contents that are actually in the quote-unquote YouTube channel, or not, like the website in general. But it seems to be like it's just kind of showcasing their job in a way, I think. Yeah, from what I see from screenshots is that of like policemen coming and like helping nearby locals or whatever. It's like that, I think. I'm not gonna lie, the cops in here. Yeah. Okay, guys. Let's talk about other things now. Okay, no, it's fine. Like, okay. No. Sorry. Okay, no. Let's move on now. What was I gonna say? I kind of forgot. Alright, I want to talk about my goals for the future, for my future streams and whatnot. And just my goal in general for my channel. I know I keep saying this, but I'm so not used to drawing with this tablet anymore. It's been so long. I think it's the sensitivity that's making the problem. Okay, goals. First goal that I wanted to do is I want to collab with big streamers, preferably like big VTubers. Like, I want to collab with my Ochi, right? I feel like that's a goal for most VTubers. Like, I want to collab with Oli. I feel like she's such a sweet girl. I love Oli so much. Then I also want to have a 3D model. Like, okay, I could make a 3D model. Like, skill-wise, I have what it takes. I have the software to make a 3D model of my own. but I want to have a full body tracking, and from what I know is I might need a VR set, which I don't have. There is that one there's that one piece of news that people can do like VR, not VR, 3D tracking with just a camera, just view camera, which I hope that can come soon, or if I could have a technology such as that for my future streams, because I want to. I feel like I could be a lot more expressive with like full body tracking. I'm not sure actually, but I feel like I'm pretty expressive, like body language wise. I like talking with my hands. I like to express through gestures. So yeah, 3D model would be very nice. I like how the doodle is starting to progress, right? It just took like an hour and a half to have it progress this much. Line art. But I am generally kind of like slow when it comes to line art, just because I'm very perfectionist. I'm very perfection oriented. It needs to be clean or I don't want it. Like every single pixel has to align to what I want. If you can kind of like tell the difference of line art with this and my thumbnail, the drawing that I did on my thumbnail, I did on Ibis Paint. You can kind of see the difference. It's definitely the pen pressure. Okay, next goal. I want to release song covers. Shocking goal coming from a VTuber, I know. But like there's so many kind of songs that I want to sing, but back then I didn't have the skill nor the confidence, for that matter, to create song covers. But I do have a lot of ideas that I think I could implement now. I'm just not sure how yet. I don't know how to like piece things together. I don't know what the terminologies on some things are. But I want to make song covers of mostly like Vocaloid, honestly. Is there any other songs that I can cover, honestly? But not only that, I also want to have an Utao voice bank. Again, I have the software to make that happen. I just haven't yet. Haven't recorded my lines yet. I also haven't figured out how to do it yet. I have a friend who's been helping me behind the scenes for it for a while now. He's very kind of like well versed in Utauloid, so I'm grateful to have him to guide me. But like, yes, I do want to have a Utao voice bank in the future. Hopefully in the near future. Yes, song covers. I want to do song covers. There's so many I want to like sing. I'm just shy. Like, yeah. I also want to do karaoke streams actually. I've attempted it in the past and I got so embarrassed. I deleted it. It had 2 views. And one from me, one from my moderator. It had 2 views. 2. Okay. But like, yeah. I love listening to music, but I am not the best I don't know much about like song production. Like, I know how to sing, sure. I don't know how to record it. I don't know how to like edit it. That's something that I need to learn before I could like finish this goal, which this isn't just a 2026 goal, this is a goal like in general again. Other goal, of course, I want to get monetized. That's like the obvious other goal, but like other than that, also I also want to make an animation series. Again, shocking, coming from an artist, illustrator, animator. I do have a series that I have planned that I will be working on soon, hopefully. Just as an indie kind of thing. That's like, it's channel related, so like it's not a fully fledged like series like a cartoon, like Hollywood stuff. No, it's just like a YouTube series for this channel specifically. What that means, you'll find out soon enough, hopefully, if I can get the project finished. Which, by the way, actually, the intro video was supposed to come out last week, actually. But since fasting month came, I had such low energy to do anything. But I did want to finish it before February ends, so that goal is achieved, and I will do streaming more because of that. That's like that. Like the introduction video is the one push for me to start streaming again. I had to finish that. If I don't, I will not stream. I have a very kind of like, okay, I know I just said that I don't want to make myself so strict with like scheduling and like streaming in general, but I just love making things harder for myself, you know? So yeah. Oh, another thing. Believe it or not, this channel is actually almost 5 years old. Yeah, despite me not doing much in it, it's almost 5 years old. And I think that's crazy. Okay, you know what's even crazier than that? I used to have, before this channel ever existed, I used to have a active art account on Instagram. I had a decent following, like not like 1K or anything, it's just like a couple hundred people, but like decent following for a small, very tiny artist, right? I had that account since I was like 6th grade. I started posting art on that account since 6th grade, I think. I think like I focused more during like 7th grade and so on. And then I nuked it. I nuked that account. That account just was a span of my teenagehood. The frontal lobe is finally evolving. Like, yeah, that account nuked. So okay, like when it comes to like content creation as like a job slash hobby, I feel like if you really like took it back since that time when I was first starting out like posting art like consistently, it would be years since I have my presence in the internet. That's crazy to think about. I didn't even think that far, like, oh dang, my channel is like almost 5 years old. That's crazy. And I think back and it's like, I used to have an active art account that I posted kind of semi consistently. And it's like, dang, I've been on this shit since day one. No, not really. Did you delete it or unlist everything? Okay, it was on Instagram, right? I was Instagram focused back then. I deactivated it, but I not recently, but like a few months back, I think, like last year, I think, I realized that is actually still up. You could still find it if you've ever kind of like figured it out somehow. You could find my old stuff. I can't, like, okay, I don't know if it was private or not, but I didn't think it would still be up, because I remember the last time I like touched that account was when I deleted everything. But the posts are still there. It's just that the account itself is deactivated. So technically, I could still bring it back. I could revive it, but it's like, no, I'm not gonna revive it. That thing can stay in the ground. I don't want it active anymore. Like, yeah, that, and gosh, I had so much time just like online. If you really think about it. Which brings me to my next goal. If you really counted since the time I first uploaded, then it would be well over 10 years of my content creation. But specifically here on YouTube, I want to hit 10 year consecutive or like consistent content creation. It's a very long goal, but hey, we're already halfway, so like 5 years to go. But I do want to hit 10 years just to see how much I've changed. Like, seeing my first video compared to right now, the last video yesterday, the video from before, I can tell I've like improved a lot. There's a lot that I've already like learned, especially for my internship. I'm forever grateful that my internship did kind of involve in content creating in general. So that really boosted me and my knowledge for content creating. So seeing that and comparing it with my old videos, man. I would be like 30 by then. I do want to see myself as a content creator when I'm 30 though. I think that's that's something to look forward to. The time will pass anyways. How exciting it will be to see what happens on the road to 10 years. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so that's another goal. I have a lot of other smaller goals. My next goal is to have my art as one of my Oshi's thumbnail, in which to do that I have to keep drawing more, right? I need to keep drawing my Oshis. But that's something that I want, even like before VTubing. I wanted my art to be noticed by a lot of bigger YouTubers that I look up to. I remember that back then in the art account that I nuked, I got a like from Marzia for one of the drawing that I did. I also got a like from, oh, was it Amy or Rishu? Oh, I had a like from like someone. I had like 2 likes from one of the people who are like a lot more like influential. But I remember I got a like from Marzia, and that was such a milestone for me. Even coming from such a small artist, that was amazing. And like that moment on gave me a lot of dreams of like PewDiePie like seeing my art back in the day, which is interesting. But like, yeah. Oh, speaking of, I actually had a dream one time where, this is such a long time ago, but I had a dream that PewDiePie made a movie and I came to watch. It was like an autobiography. It was like I was watching with him and like Marcia in like UK when he was still there before like moving to Japan. I mean, like one of the big 3 YouTubers having a movie. Who would have thought it would have be Markiplier? I watched Idolung. I watched Idolung last weekend, It was amazing. That's a subject for a stream, a different stream on all on its own. Iron Lung and many other indie game movie adaptations. I want to cover that. I want to cover that soon, if possible. Once I finish my very super duper secret project that none of you will know. Maybe make a movie about romance comedy. Yeah, probably. So like, yeah, I feel like there's more goals that I wanted to like write down, but I can't really think of it much on the top of my head. These are just the ones that I listed out. So like, yeah. All right, let's finish the other hair and other ear. I think I'm just gonna line this and then we're going to finish up stream today. Very productive stream, guys. Welcome back. Ugh. Good enough. I was gonna like put in the goal of having to work for either Mark or Jack, Septiceye. I did want that as a goal, but now thinking about it, it's like, damn, I feel like that's so much pressure. Or at least have one of my design or like design a brand for them. I don't know. That was another goal. That's been a goal for a while, but that's gonna take a whole much longer. Look at there, look at there. Oh my god. Oh, I'm so stupid. Wait. Okay, so as you can see, I have a PNG tuber model on the bottom right of the screen. You see me, right? I actually have different models for that. I forgot to set it active this whole time. There! My drawing PNG tuber! There! Oh, I was gonna change it back into the drawing while I was drawing, but I just kept yapping and I completely forgot about that. Oops, my bad. So like, yeah, I have like 3 models for this PNG tuber. First is the talking, now is the drawing, and I also have one for gaming, which looks like this. But since we're drawing right now, might as well. At the very end of the stream. Why not? This whole time! My bad! Oops! Oh, another goal that I want to move out. I want to move out of the country. I want to... Okay, my goal is either Japan or Australia as of right now. 1, better Wi-Fi. Better income. Yeah, honestly, that's it. And that's not just a goal for like streaming, it's also just a goal in general. I do want to move out from... I want to find different like opportunities in different countries. Plus the weather also I think would be nice. Yeah, this is a very simple Uma sketch. Do I know Japanese? A little. Like, very, like, I study Japanese very casually, so I don't use it all that often. Nihongo mo chotto. Nihongo mo chotto dekinai kedo. Australia or Japan being the two options. Very Indonesian core view, lol. Yes, exactly. Okay, here's a funny thing, right? Here's a funny story. Growing up, I didn't want to go to Australia because I knew the dangers of like the animals there. I didn't want to meet any of the Australians animals there. But now that I've grown up, damn, it's tempting. Oh, there's also a game where it's like you can learn Japanese with it. I want to play that if possible. I don't have it yet, but like I want to play that and stream it for a future stream, perhaps. Most of my Japanese actually come out like naturally. Kind of, right? Like only a few words, but sometimes it'll come out like when I'm just like talking casually, like, or just not even talking casually, but like when I'm not even expecting it. Question mark? I don't know. What's the name of the game? Was it called Shashingo or something? It's the one where you have to like take a picture of day-to-day objects and it'll tell you the Japanese word for it. I think it was called Shashingo. There's that, and also there's the Hololive game, the Hololive fan game, where it's like a typing game, but you can also kind of like learn Japanese from it if you really think about it. Yeah, my Japanese level as of right now is kind of almost conversational, but not really. Like I could, like if a Japanese person talks to me slowly, if a Japanese person talks to me slowly, I might get the gist of what they're talking about. I still struggle a little bit on like vocabulary, but mostly I can kind of understand sometimes, which is why I'm also kind of focusing more on watching JP VTubers as of right now, because I'm trying to kind of get what they mean. I also want to study kanji lately. That and like, yeah, I can't like speak it like on the top of my head because now I'm just kind of like blanking out, like Nihongo watashi jozu janai. I feel anytime I try to like speak Japanese when like I have to speak Japanese, it's just for some reason like I can't, like it just completely blanks out in my head. Which is why if I move into Japan, I would be better at it because I use the language much more frequently if I go to Japan. New vocab is a great start. You can catch the meaning of sentences. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so another lore about me is that I'm actually I used to be really good at learning languages. I used to be really good in my French class. I used to get like almost, well, not always, but like I would get a lot of 100 scores. But because I don't speak French that often, I forget about it. And that's the thing with like learning languages, is that if you don't use it, of course you're gonna forget it. All I know is bonjour and je m'appelle toilet. What are some unspoken issues plaguing the artist community? Ooh, like a hot take? Ooh, that might be another topic for a different stream. Okay, to answer your question, I can probably give out like one issue, right? Unspoken issue plaguing the artist community. People are very selective, or artists are very selective. Some artists, some. I need to line that, underline it, bold, capitalize, highlight it. Some artists, some people in the artist community will hate on AI, generative AI. Will always like bash people who use Gen AI for generating art, but not when it comes to not when it comes to character AI, which is an app where you can kind of talk to AI version of a character. That is a hot take. Not really. Semi-lukewarm, if you will. Because, yes, it makes sense. You know? Because, like, those kind of, like, AI chatbots steal from, like, writers, right? From, like, real, human-made fan fiction. People are so quick and easy to jump when it's something that's visible, but when it's something written, they're like, oh, but like, it's fun though. That semi-lukewarm take, but not a lot of people say it. So that's something. Like, okay, here's the thing, right? Oh my god, you're so right. Thank you. I'll be here all day. But okay, here's the thing, right? I get it, okay? Like, if you're doing it for fun, I kind of get it. Now, this is a hot take. If you're doing it for fun, sure, but you need to know the consequences as well. Like, yes, like, Gen AI is bad for the environment. It's taking up a lot of water. Data centers are being built on land where it could have been used to replant trees, reforestation, and a lot of Gen AI can be harmful towards like a community of people. But yeah, I get it. It can be fun. It can be addicting, which is another issue that is also kind of taking over with a lot of younger folks, is that they play character AI or AI chatbots as a form to escape, right? Because talking to real life people can be very tiring, but talking to an AI chatbot, you can edit them, you can make them say what you want them to say, and that's addicting. They are giving you dopamine, they're giving you the stress reliever that you need. That's why a lot of people are addicted to character AI. And I can't fault them for having that addiction. It's the same with like any other addiction, really. If you want to jump into this topic, character AI addiction is the same as any other kind of addiction. Like smoking, right? Smoking is bad for you and for other people. It's the same like character AI or like playing with generative AI. It's good for like a split second, but then you remember that it's taking a lot of negativity. It's giving a lot of negativity to the world. And gosh, it's hard to kind of like combat that, because it has to come from within yourself to combat the need or want to contribute to the AI, the Gen AI addiction. I mean, it's better than math. Well, true nuke. But yeah, it's like you need it when it comes to addiction. You have to know it from within you. You need to do it from within you. You can have help from other people. Yes, other people can tell you that it's wrong, but for you to completely stop and reevaluate and have a better coping mechanism, it has to come from yourself. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. That's like that's again another topic for a different stream that I will cover soon, hopefully. There's just so much topic that I want to cover for like free chatting streams, but that'll have to come soon. I have a plan for that, don't worry. For the time being, my streams will be mostly art related until I can figure out what kind of games that I could play on stream, or that's like kind of like not boring-ish, because I know the gaming community, or like the gaming channels, YouTube channels with big gaming, I know they're very oversaturated and every game can be very boring. So I want to find, like, if I want to play a game on stream, I need to find reason as to why it makes my take on the game different. I'm very selective, not just for like the well-being of my PC, of my laptop, not just because of that, but also because I want to be different from I'm not like other VTubers. I want to be different because it's very oversaturated, and if you can't find that niche, you won't grow. That's another hot take. Okay, that's enough for me. Amazing, nice nature doodle, and we also doodled. Where is it? We also doodled this. We fixed up our new PFP, which I will be posting soon. And what else? Just to summarize the whole stream in general. More content coming soon. I have a schedule for next week as well ready. Unsure yet. Do you want to play popular games to gain audiences, or play unpopular games to carve out a niche? Okay, that's a good question. Before we continue to summarize, it's like an in-between that, right? If I have like an idea of what I could do with said popular game, I would stream it. Like, for example, Uma Musume. I have a specific game stream that I mentioned before, where I want to make a stream where I play and give like tips on how to grow as a complete beginner on Uma Musume. That's new. Like, well, not extremely new, but at the very least, like, it's kind of a niche kind of theme for the game. Like, it's not just playing the game. There's like a challenge to it. There's a guide to it. That's what I want to do for like popular games. But for unpopular games, I do want to stream that as well. Like indie games, like smaller kind of like niche games. I also want to try playing that, because I've played games that's like that. I've played Milk in a Bag of Milk because I thought that was kind of a bit niche. I played other niche games. What else did I play? But like, yeah, because I play unpopular games as well, is also to push their popularity. I want to help push that popularity for them. You know how like Mark and Jack would play like three scary games and it's a bunch of like indie horror games? I want to do something that's similar to that. I want to support indie games. I want to support smaller games that has the potential of growing big. So like yeah, that's the last of the Q&A session. Okay, back to summarizing. My handle on YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok is still Head Clueless for the time being, until maybe a few weeks, a couple of weeks pass. Until then, I will have my layout finished. I will change it to fully Tenchi, just Tenchi. Why? Because Head Clueless, although it's such an iconic name for my channel, and just like an original name for like a content creator in general, it didn't feel like I could play a character as Head Clueless. But with Tenchi, Tenchi is a name. I can do stuff as Tenchi. So that's why Tenchi Takeover, so true. There's going to be more projects in the future. There is more work to be done. There are more streams coming tomorrow and next week. Tomorrow we'll be doing the VGen challenge. Oh wait, I should pop up my schedule. Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. Oh, whoops. Sorry. My bad. My bad. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. My bad. Sorry, that was so loud. I'm so sorry. I was gonna add a new source. There you go. Schedule. My bad, chat. I'm sorry. My beloveds. Stream. Wait. No, not JPEG. Okay. No, not that then. Let me figure this out. Hold on. Image. Here we go. Source. Schedule. This week's schedule. Here we go. Ooh. Goodness. There we go. Oh, my PNG tuber. Let me just hide myself real quick. There we go. So tomorrow we'll be drawing VJ's monthly challenge, which the deadline is on the 28th of February. So I only have one day to finish this. Bye. Thank you for coming. Bye. I'm going to try. Okay, I want to try changing the my stream to not Clip Studio Paint, but like Ibis Paint, like with my tablet. I am going to do like a test stream for that, maybe behind the scene. But yeah, if that doesn't work, then I'll just have to make do with drawing on on Clip Studio Paint again. But yes, tomorrow, same time as today, we'll be streaming for more drawing, and next week, who knows. Thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.